Welcome to Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 54. What's going on, everybody? Godzilla Fan Freaks here as your host. What's up? Glad you all can be here. For those that do tune and chime in, it says here we have 2 people in here, 1 like. That's the next thing to get it out of the way. Remember to do all those great things. Subscribe. Smash that like button, atomic blast it if you will. Don't forget to hit that notification bell while you're at it, and then don't forget to like and follow Godzilla Fan Freaks over on Facebook and Instagram as well. What's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a great week. Hope you're having a great Friday. And I hope everybody, if you are or already have seen Godzilla Minus One or gearing up to go see it tonight or sometime this weekend, just to get it out of the way, please enjoy. All I can say is what a fantastic movie. Reptile 7876, what's going on, man? Just hanging out. I'd actually figured I'd watch one of my favorite Showa movies today. Watching the original King Kong vs. Godzilla, the Japanese version from the Criterion Collection in the background. Nick Adams from the Monster Report. What's going on, my friend? And then Reptile is going to see it today. Have fun. That's all I will say. Have a lot of fun with it. Great movie. Fantastic. Probably won't get into spoilers into this video, but if somebody does comment a spoiler or something, I do apologize. I'm going to try to stay away from spoilers for you guys because you haven't seen it yet, so you don't have to necessarily worry about anything on my end. I'm going to try to keep this as spoiler free as possible. All I'm going to say is fantastic movie. Reptile, the Godzilla vs. Jet Jaguar short was awesome. Yes, it was. I love that short. It was fantastic. But Godzilla Minus One, I want to kind of talk about it just a little bit, giving you guys my thoughts, opinions, whatnot. Again, but spoiler free. Incredible. All I can say is Toho is back. This was awesome. This was fantastic. I enjoyed Shin Godzilla, but I enjoyed Minus One a lot more. Minus One gives you everything you could want in a Godzilla movie. I'm just telling you that right now. It is a great movie. Now, do I have issues with it? Some. More nitpicks than anything. Because really, the movie overall it's solid. Like, it's great, you know, from the effects to the story to the character building to, you know, it's very emotional. It's very deep. You know, it's a solo Godzilla movie. So you can expect solo Godzilla movies to be a little more dark, you know, deep with emotions and everything like that. You know, the original had that. 84 had that. Shin Godzilla had that. And now we have Minus One that also has just those similar types of tones. Godzilla's design, that's not necessarily a spoiler or anything like that. It's more or less a retweaked version of the Godzilla the Ride figure. I'm not too big of a fan of the Godzilla the Ride figure, but the difference is, and seeing it full-fledged in a movie and on screen, I like Godzilla Minus One's design a little bit. It definitely has elements of all different types of eras. You know, definitely Heisei in the face. You know, Millennium-wise for like the spines and everything. Heisei type body build, kinda. The tail, definitely a Showa style tail, for sure. So this Godzilla has a lot of different elements going into his design. Is it one of my favorites? No, it will never replace Godzilla 1962 as what I am watching currently in the background right now. So, but it was great. Reptile, fun fact, when they were filming Final Wars, they made 3 Final Goji suits. The main suit was for close-ups, and the other 2 were used for action scenes. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. You know, it's never been out of Toho's realm to produce either different suits or different mechanical Godzillas for different shots in the movie. But that is cool. That is something I didn't know. So thank you for that fun fact, Reptile. But no, Godzilla -1. All I can say is you're in for a treat. Um, it's actually kind of a lot to take in. Again, it's a very emotional movie. It's very deep. It can be dark at sometimes, but it was fantastic. One of my nitpicks, also is I'm not. How do I say it? Because it's a nitpick that I have no choice but to deal with, more or less. And it's was discussed last night a little bit on the Monster Report. He did a stream with Matt from Monstrosities. If you guys missed that, go check and rewatch that stream over on the Monster Report. But there are spoilers there, so be warned about that. But a nitpick that I can't necessarily do anything about, or it's not going to change more or less, is of course practical effects, right? I'm a sucker for practical effects. I grew up with the Showa movies. I have the most rewatchability with the Showa era. I love just all the practical effects, even throughout the Heisei and Millennium eras and everything. I'm not a fan of CGI technology, and I understand though that it's the future. That's what I mean. It's a nitpick that I can't necessarily, nothing's going to be done about it other than Toho putting out the short films that they've been doing every year for these 50th anniversaries and whatnot. But I'm not a fan of the computer generated stuff. It's cool. It looks nice. And I still like it at the end of the day. It's not like, oh, I hate the movie because it's CGI. No, I just prefer practical effects. I like practical to a certain extent. And of course, we are not going to be seeing that in the future from either Godzilla companies, Toho, Legendary, whoever ends up getting the rights. Who knows? Maybe a movie licensor will pick up the rights in the future, and who knows? Maybe we'll have a full-fledged practical effects tokusatsu Godzilla movie again. But other than that, it's a great movie. A lot to take in. The score, the soundtrack, ooh, God, perfect. Oh, it was great. Rich from Wisconsin, what's going up? And then Monster Report, no spoilers, like when Godzilla takes off his mask, revealing to Minya as Darth Vader as his father. Minya says, I see dead people. Oh my goodness, Nick. Too much. Reptile, I love -1's dorsal plates. They are cool. And Reptile, all I can say is his atomic heat ray, I think you're going to like his dorsal plates a little bit more. In for a treat with his with this Godzilla's heat ray. For those who have not seen it. Again, not spoiling anything. I'm just telling you, be ready. Lots of clappable moments in this scene, especially for Godzilla fans. So please, if you see something in the movie that you really, really like, and of course, once it's all said and done, please applaud. It deserves that much. It's a great movie. I'm actually seeing it again tonight because I saw it Wednesday for the early fan access event that was going on. So I did see it already. I did see it Wednesday. Of course, I saw it already. I'm talking about it, and I'm letting you guys know how awesome it is. So I did see it Wednesday night with Mr. Everyone Christopher. Me and his son and his wife, we all went and had a great time. It was just really fun experiencing that movie with him, seeing it again tonight with my wife and my father. So we are all very excited. We already have our tickets and cannot wait to head out to the theater later today. But I definitely am probably going to see this movie at least a few more times, even after tonight. It's, I'll see it as many times as I can while they have it in theaters, which I know isn't going to be very super long, I don't think. I forget if it's getting a normal theatrical release or if it's going to be like limited to like a week or something like that. But either way, fantastic movie. All I can say is when you get there, you got your popcorn, your drink, strap in. There's some really loud moments in this movie. It's a spectacle. It is a spectacle. And then Rich from Wisconsin, I have not seen -1 yet. Don't worry, Rich. No spoilers. I'm going to do my best to keep this spoiler free for you. But the second that you see, maybe, so people who comment, if you have seen it, please try not to do spoilers. Have fun like Nick Adams from the Monster Report did, please. That way we do not ruin anything for anybody who has not seen it yet, because you need to see this movie. Please go support it. As a Godzilla fan, you will not be disappointed. This movie is fantastic. Toho is back. That is all you need to know. Godzilla might be -1, but the fans are now +1. Nick, I think we're like plus 1,000,000 at this point. It is such a great time to be a Godzilla fan. Reptile, I like that he has a Heisei body build. Yeah, there you go. Again, Godzilla, this new design, he has different elements of almost all the different eras, you know. But no, as fans, yes, we are eating this up right now. And what's more great about it is that all this stuff, all Godzilla fans, for the most part of what I have seen, we're all agreeing. We're not bickering between each other, which is stuff that I hate, you know. Now, are there fans out there that I'm sure didn't really like -1 as much, or maybe didn't like it at all? Of course, there are people like that. But you know what? They're entitled to their opinion. That's totally, respect your own opinions, you know. But if you love the movie, then that's great. I mean, I loved it too. A lot of Godzilla fans are loving this movie. And again, back to what Nick was saying, we're +1. Again, we're plus many different things, because everything coming out right now is decent and it's good and it's fun. You know, it's always one of those things. Godzilla -1, fantastic film, fantastic movie from Toho. They did an amazing job. Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, that is going on still, and I actually just watched the newest episode last night, and not as much kaiju action going on in this one. We get a little bit more backstory on how certain characters are related and how they met and stuff like that. So not totally a lot to talk about for Legacy, Monarch, Legacy of Monsters today, but that show is still going really good. It still has my attention. I want to say the weakest episode for me thus far has kind of been this last one, episode 4. I'm kind of like in my zone to where I'm like, okay, this show started off really pretty good for the first 3 episodes. Now we're on the 4th episode, and I feel the 4th episode was just, it was kind of mediocre. Like, I want to say they focused on something a little too much that maybe they didn't need to spend so much time on. We could have gotten maybe a little bit more out of this episode. But again, Godzilla -1, great. Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, great. Legendary and what they're doing. Those movies are fun. Fun popcorn entertainment movies from Legendary with all the MonsterVerse stuff. Fantastic. And again, just everything that all these companies are putting out product-wise. It is such a good time to be a Godzilla and Kaiju fan, for sure. Let's see. Monster Report, yes, subtitled, watched it, and I tell you, those actors had terrible English. Couldn't understand a thing. Glad I could read their dialogue. Oh, Nick. Oh, man. But, no. That's basically all I can say is go see -1. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but just take it from most of the Godzilla fan base right now. We are all in agreement that this movie, Toho, now here's the only other thing is I hope Toho keeps this one going, because I wanted to see a sequel from Shin, and we're never going to get that. So I hope that this is not another one and done by Toho. If they do, I'm just going to be like, no, because I will tell you, they set it up again. That's all I'm going to tell you. They set it up again. So fingers crossed that they follow through with it, or however the licensing or whatever works. It's like, because, Reptile, he wanted to see a sequel to Shin 2. I know. I feel like, as much as I like Shin, the whole ending cliffhanger made me like Shin less, if that makes sense. Because it's like, it kind of leaves you as a fan to speculate and imagine, but it's different when you actually see like the creators, directors, and stuff, their vision, because whatever their vision ends up being canon. You know, it ends up being what the lore is. You as a fan, you can make up all kinds of fan fiction, fan lore, whatever, you know, in your head as to what happens, but it's not the same as when you actually get the story that's needing to be told. I mean, who knows? You know, we'll never know. Who knows if Shin Godzilla 2 would have been actually bad? You know, we don't know. You know, who knows? Who knows what the writers or the person telling the story would have wanted to go. You know, sometimes sequels aren't always the best, but there's a lot of times in history where the sequel actually outdoes the original. You know, Aliens, big one right there. Terminator 2, big one. You know, so you know, that it does dumb Shin down for me that it doesn't have a sequel. That does make me like it less. Still a really good, solid Godzilla movie for that point in time. That is another thing I want to talk about, is where -1 takes place and where Shin takes place. You have a lot of similarities kind of between the films, but it's the different time periods that make each film interesting, because you're dealing with the 1940s/50s in -1, and you're dealing with kind of present day 2016, 17, whatever with Shin Godzilla. So, The Dark Knight definitely outdid Batman Begins. There's another one right there. Richmond, Wisconsin. Yeah, a sequel to Shin would have been interesting. So that is one thing that I will say, is that I hope Toho is not doing another one and done with this one. I really hope that it does continue, because this was a great movie. This movie, okay, I like it a lot. I have to rework my top 10 Godzilla movies. So, Nick, you might have to have me on in a future episode later down the road on going over top 10 Godzilla films again, because I feel like now that this film's come out, I need to redo my top 10s. I'm not sure if -1's going to make it in there, but that's how much I enjoyed it, to where I'm considering putting it in there somewhere. So I hope that this continues, because if it doesn't, it's going to happen. It's going to have the same effect, but not to the extent that Shin did for me, if that makes sense. If -1 is another one and done Godzilla film by Toho, I'm still going to enjoy it, but it will dumb it down for me that, so here's the end of this movie. Oh, so there's another one, right? That was so awesome. No, there is no other movie. They stopped after this one. They left us on a cliffhanger. I don't like that. I don't, especially in a Godzilla movie. Give us something, you know? It's different with, you know, like, if you would to say like the Millennium series. Take my favorite Millennium movie, GMK, for instance. Godzilla's heart at the bottom of the ocean starts beating again. So it's like, okay, Godzilla's still alive. Is he going to regrow from just his heart? How is that going to work? But GMK was a movie that just did it in a way that it was like, it was okay that it ended that way. It's like GMK was such a ridiculous movie that, yeah, okay, Godzilla's still alive, whatever. You know, you can't make a more ridiculous movie than GMK, because GMK is a ridiculously fun kaiju film at the end of the day. But no, I really hope that they do continue -1. That's all I will say. Reptile 70, sorry, geez. I'm just going to say Reptile because my number dyslexia is kicking in mad today. Reptile, I like the Winter Soldier better than the first Captain America film. Another fine example. Monster Report, I think I could make room in my schedule to have an updated Everett's top 10 Godzilla movies. Well, I will let you know. and Universal needs to bring Godzilla the Ride to the U.S. I agree. I feel like there needs to be some sort of Godzilla attraction at the Universal parks or something. There needs to be something to capitalize on top of this. Again, I was rewatching Godzilla vs. Gigan a few days ago, and then it still always pops in my head. How come Japan or Toho hasn't at least had blueprints, or maybe they do have blueprints started, we don't know. What if they're just do like a Godzilla land, like a children's land? Actually make and construct a real life Godzilla tower, minus the laser beam. You know, it's like a park like that for Godzilla fans, children, that would be incredible. Incredible. So it's like there needs to be just a Godzilla type park. I'm telling you. Toho has to have that in a back burner somewhere. But we got 6 people on in here, 5 likes. We'll get back to some -1 talk and stuff like that. If you guys have any questions for me that I can refrain from spoiling, feel free to ask them. So, Nick, if you have any questions for me about maybe what did ultimate feelings on -1, for me, 10 out of 10. I liked it. It was great. But if you do have any questions, like always, about anything, could be -1, could be Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, feel free to ask. Any other Kaiju news and stuff like that going on. But if you guys have been following the Facebook and Instagram posts and whatnot and everything, of course, Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 54 today, right? That number always just makes Godzilla fans smile, right? Not because 1954, right? Godzilla. So kind of a special episode today. We're already having a lot of fun, off to a great start. Again, smash that like button, atomic blast that like button, if you will. It helps the algorithm of the show, helps the Godzilla fan freaks show up more for other people. And that's what I like to do, is I like to reach other fans and connect with them and all that good stuff. So thank you if you have already. But today, I have movie codes. Yes, I have movie codes to give away. I have 4 movie codes to give away. And we're actually going to be giving away the first movie code here in about, 7 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes. Because since I have 4 movie codes, I'm going to be doing the movie codes every half hour from the start of the show. So we got the first movie code coming up here in a half an hour, and then at the 2-hour mark, we'll do another, not the 2-hour mark, but the hour mark. So half hour mark, movie code, hour mark, movie code, hour and a half mark, movie code. And at the end of the show, we will do the last movie code. And if you guys do end up getting these movie codes, please put it in a comment saying that you did receive it and get it. Or for those who are maybe rewatching this that weren't here live, and if nobody that is here live wants the movie codes, for people in the future, in the normal comment section, if you do end up getting the movie code, just put it in a comment saying thanks for whatever movie it is that you got. And that way I know that the code has been used. So yes, so like always when I give away movie codes, just put it in a comment, whether you get it here live or if you get it after the words of the show, just put it in a comment, please. Monster Report, my wife actually liked this movie and she's not a Godzilla fan. How did your wife like -1? Well, Nick, going to see -1 tonight with my wife. She did not go with us Wednesday. There wasn't any tickets near where we were already sitting because I was invited by Chris. He had Christopher, Mr. Add Everyone. He had an extra ticket, so I went with him, and there wasn't any seatings around us. So my wife was she just had the evening to herself. She didn't mind though. But we're going tonight. So me, my wife, and my dad, we're going to see -1 tonight. So but I already did tell her that she's going to like it. This might actually be her favorite Godzilla movie because her favorite Godzilla movie is Shin Godzilla. My wife absolutely loves Shin Godzilla. So this might replace Shin Godzilla as her favorite Godzilla movie. So we'll see. I'll let you know what she thinks of it. And then Goji Fan 93, yo, -1 for the win. Yes. Oh, it was fantastic. Chris, thank you for chiming in. I'm trying to do my best to keep it spoiler free because I'm pretty sure there are going to be some people here who haven't seen it yet. So we can gloat about the movie. Guys, you're seeing it from all of us. Go see this movie. Go see it this weekend. Go see it tonight. Get your tickets. Do not put it off. Support this movie. Toho is back. I just really hope they continue it. No more one and done, Toho. We need sequels from you, please. But so yes, going to be giving away the first movie code here in a little less than 5 minutes. So again, if you did get the movie codes, just put a comment and that'll be that. So fantastic. Gojira851, what's up? -1 all the way. Cinematic Godzilla perfection. Again, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, Reptile, Richmond, Wisconsin, when you guys do go see it, you are in for a treat. It's fantastic. It's amazing. Let's see. Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, going pretty well. Again, the last episode that I watched last night, episode 4, a little lackluster. I feel like they could have done without some stuff, but hopefully the show picks back up. Because the first 3 episodes are really good. So it kind of sucked to have the 4th episode be kind of lackluster of stuff. And then I said the same thing, Goji Fan 93, I said the same thing. This has everything you could want in a Godzilla movie. It has everything. Everything you could want. In a solo Godzilla movie. Not a versus Godzilla movie. A solo Godzilla movie. I mean, this is right up there. I mean, pretty much every Godzilla solo movie is fantastic. You have the original, okay? You can't necessarily... Now, the original Godzilla 54 is not in my top 10 Godzilla movies, but I still respect the hell out of it, and it's a great film. So you got 54, 84... awesome solo Godzilla film. A lot of people's favorites. Nick Adams from the Monster Report, Goji Fan 93. They both love 84. Shin Godzilla. Great solo Godzilla movie. You know, again, for the time period. Again, that's where you have to put the time period into consideration. And now we have -1. Another great solo Godzilla movie. You can't go wrong with solo Godzilla movies. You know, as much as we all love the monster battles and the verses, you can't beat the storytelling of solo Godzilla movies. They just do it so well. I dare say that -1 has surpassed 54. Chris, I will agree with you on that. And before everybody pulls out their pitchforks at me and Chris, it's because of the style of the movie. 54 is a black and white movie, which is fine. I love black and white movies. That's not necessarily a problem. But you have different kind of tones, and again, that movie was legitimately made back in the 50s. Now we have this one that kind of tells the story of a similar time period, just with like updated, you know, effects and everything like that. Still respect the heck out of 54, but I will say I do like -1 better than 54. Like, as far as rewatchability, that's what you need to use, Chris. It's like, oh, you know, don't shoot me for saying this. It's rewatchability. You know, that you enjoy the movie, you enjoy the movie. And I can find myself watching -1 more than me wanting to watch 54. 54 is one of those Godzilla movies that I watch maybe 2 times a year, maybe 3, you know. I don't watch it very often. Same with Godzilla vs. Destroya. That's not a movie I throw on a lot. I still enjoy it, but I'd rather watch King Kong vs. Godzilla 62 over Destroya, or Invasion of the Astro Monster over Godzilla 2000. I'd rather watch Destroy All Monsters over Final Wars, right? You know, that's basically all it is. And then you keep skipping around the obvious solo Godzilla movie. What solo Godzilla movie am I missing? Trying to think. I'm looking over at my shelf. There's 54, 84, 2016, and -1. Nick, what Godzilla movie am I missing that's a solo? And then Goji Fan 93. No, I literally mean it might be a superior film. Okay, well that's fair. Still respect 54, but -1 has done the unimaginable. I mean, it's true. It was great. And then, haha, he's talking about 98. Oh, well, there's a reason I'm not talking about that one. That movie doesn't exist in my head. And that's proof. I don't care about 98. And then Monster Wars 8, Goji Fan 93. And now everybody's laughing. This is what I love about Kaiju Chill O'Clock. Guys, we're at the 30-minute mark. Who's ready for the first movie code? Now, again, whether you get this movie code here live or if nobody here wants it and then somebody gets it later on and rewatches the stream later after it's ended, please comment saying that you received, my voice cracked right there because I was still laughing. That's funny. That you received the movie code for whatever movie by just saying thank you for whatever movie it is. So we have our first movie code here. This one is a very suspenseful thriller. I really enjoyed it, and so I hope whoever does get this enjoys it as well. But we have an M. Night Shyamalan film, Knock at the Cabin. Again, suspenseful thriller. So if you want this movie, here you go. And please put it in a comment when you did receive it. But very good movie. Very good movie. Very suspenseful. So please, Knock at the Cabin. I'll leave this up for a few more seconds. That way people can get it. Or if someone gets it later, just comment. So please comment when you get this movie. Knock at the Cabin. First movie giveaway. Okay, it's done. Rip. It's done. It's over. Knock at the Cabin, our first movie giveaway. Enjoy to whoever gets that. Very good movie. Very, very good movie. If you like suspense and you like thrillers, very good movie. I got King Kong vs. Godzilla, the original Japanese version from the Criterion Collection on in the background today. We have 10 people on in here, 6 likes. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 54. Please smash that like button, atomic blast it, if you will. Helps the algorithm, helps the show reach more people. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Godzilla Fan Freaks. Please go like and follow Godzilla Fan Freaks over on Facebook and Instagram. That way you stay up to date with everything. Oh, what else has been going on? Hope everybody's been enjoying the weather where you're at. It's been a very kind of wet and rainy end of November, start of December for us here in Tucson. Been a little bit more on the colder side, so been having to run the heater a little bit more. Gojiri51's laughing. And then Goji Fan 93, I mean, technically 98 is a solo Godzilla film. Yeah, but it's bad. Here's where I do draw a line with 98. It's bad that it's a Godzilla movie. But if it didn't have the name attached to it, it'd be a decent kaiju movie. There's my argument. Goji Fan 93 forgot to mention, similar to Nick, my wife is not a fan, but she enjoyed the film as well. That's awesome. Again, I think my wife is really going to enjoy -1. Bill, what's going on? Thanks for chiming in. We're just having a lot of fun talking about -1, a little bit of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Just gave away a first free movie code. I got 3 more to give away here during the duration of this stream. The next movie code will be given away at the hour mark of the show. So, we got the giant octopus getting ready to come in here and attack the village. I'm really just hyped to see -1 again tonight, again with my wife and my dad this time. We're just going to have a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping I have a box day during today's stream. If my mail does show up in time. My mail's actually been coming a lot later now. It hasn't been coming its normal time. So I really hope that I'll probably go check the mail here after maybe the next movie code giveaway. But I should have a box showing up today, so that's another reason that today's show is also a lot of fun. Got a lot going on. But no, -1, please. Again, I know I've said it a million times already in this first 35 minutes, but go see it. Fantastic movie. It's incredible. Again, it could be the perfect solo Godzilla movie. You know, I'm not sure how much Chris and Nick will argue that 84 might still hold that title, but -1 was just wow. And guys, when you atomic blast the like button, you need to atomic blast it like Godzilla -1. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That like button needs to be like non-existent anymore. That's how much you need to hit that like button. Because the atomic heat ray, again, for those who haven't seen it, you're going to be in for a treat. Like, you thought Shin Godzilla had some cool stuff going on. Dang. See, Goji fan, that goes to show how great the film is if it makes a non-fan love it. Okay, yeah, that's fair. No, I mean, again, Shin Godzilla is my wife's favorite Godzilla movie. But I told her when I came home Wednesday night, I was like, you might replace Shin Godzilla as your favorite Godzilla movie, all honesty. Monster Report, the giant octopus was delicious to the people on the set of Godzilla vs. Kong. You know, they actually used like 3 or 4 different octopus, but only one of them they set back in the ocean, I think. I think they ate like 2 or 3 of them. I can't remember. But yeah, again, that's always been an ongoing joke. How cool can you be to say that you ate your own special effects? GoJapan93, 84 is still his favorite, only because it's a special place in his heart, but -1 as of right now is his number 2. That's fair. That is totally fair. Bill, don't be surprised if it gets an Oscar nominations for foreign film. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. It needs to. If it doesn't, again, what the heck is going on in this world if it doesn't? It's a spectacle. It's great. It's freaking amazing. But, oh man, awesome. As far as any Kaiju figure news or anything like that, there's not a whole heck of a lot. I haven't really gotten anything new yet, just because, again, I don't have too much of a budget at the moment. I do have a box coming in today. Whether it comes in today on the stream, which I hope it does, we'll see. But if it doesn't, then you guys will see posts later today on all the platforms on what I did get, and of course a box day video. But that's why I would like the box to show up, because then it makes me not have to do a box day video, because then you guys get a box day video live. Because it's just one of those items that if I can, I wouldn't mind opening it live versus just doing a box day video for it. Oh, let's see here. GojiFan93, not to distract, but what are your thoughts on new Empire posters? They're all right. They're okay. If you're talking about like the handprints with like the face on them, they're okay. They're all right. You know, at this point, I got what I wanted. -1 is great. It's like I was looking forward more to that than the Monsterverse. You know, me, as much as I am excited for the Monarch Legacy of Monsters show and enjoying that, and do enjoy the Monsterverse, I'm not like, oh yeah, you know, like, no, it's like I'm kind of over it. You know, it's like it's cool, but -1 was perfect. How does that meme or the gif from that show, The Boys, I think is what it's called. It was perfect. Perfect in every way. That was -1. But the posters for New Empire, they're okay. I don't really care about it. You know, I'm still gonna see it when it comes out, but I don't really care about the Monsterverse stuff right now. We're really here. We're really here to hear what Fred thought of -1. Well, Fred is up there. He's napping right now. Fred! Nah, he doesn't want to pay attention. See his ears right there. But no, Fred didn't go to the movie theaters to see -1, and I don't think I can take him to the movie theater. Plus, he's a cat. He probably wouldn't enjoy that very much at all. So Fred will not be able to see -1 until it comes out on physical media. So Fred will have to wait in anticipation. Leslie, what's going on, man? Okay, so you're watching King Kong versus Godzilla. That's so cool. I'm so gonna have fun on this stream. Yeah, I'm watching the original Japanese cut from the Criterion collection, Leslie. Gojira851, not only should it be nominated, but win every award, but Hollywood has to Hollywood, yeah. And then everyone just happy. Leslie's here. Mr. Indecisive. Oops, excuse me, Matt. How are you, dude? Oh, my goodness. Reptile, isn't X Plus making the Gigan 2022 from the short film? That is what I heard. I did see pictures of it, so I believe they are making it. So, yeah, they are making the new Gigan from the new short. And then Gojira851, Everett going Homelander on us. Oh, man. But, nah. -1, again, without spoiling anything, go see it. You know, you're in for a treat. The Godzilla design, again, it's not a favorite of mine, but it's solid. Heat Ray, 10 out of 100. Actually, 10 out of a trillion megatons. How about that? It's just great. I really can't wait to go see it again later tonight. Figure news, stuff like that. I forget what the website was called, but that's gonna bother me. Leslie or somebody else can probably put it down in a comment of what the website is. Did everybody see that? Kind of came out of left field, but we are getting a Godzilla Tower rug from Godzilla vs. Gigan from a company that's out there pre-order for $100, which isn't bad for the size of the rug. And I want to pick one up. I just don't have the budget for it right now. I don't have an extra $100 to burn on a Godzilla Tower rug, but that was really cool. For those who remember the website, unlike my dumb brain, please put it in a comment. Not necessarily a link, because I don't believe the link works in comments, but just put the name of the website, and then people can figure it out from there. But there is a Godzilla Tower rug, and looks pretty awesome, so definitely would like to get one of those in the future. Hopefully they will still be available once they do go on sale. What else has been going on? Again, hopefully my box day gets here during the stream, because then I'll have some neat stuff to show you guys that I got from the Godzilla store. Relatively, a cheap buy, so really excited about that. Oh, trying to figure out like any other figure news. It's been kind of quiet figure-wise lately. Like, Reptile brought up that they are, X Plus is doing the Gigan from the 2022 short film that Toho did, which is interesting. It's a cool, remodel of the Showa Gigan design. Oh, let's see. For those that maybe might still be wondering, -1 is its own thing. I wouldn't even technically call it a reboot to the Godzilla series. It's just its own thing. It has no connection to anything else. And you know what? They did a solid job on it, Godzilla's origin is kind of a mystery, where he originally came from. They really didn't focus on that too much. Again, I'm trying to think of ways that I can't spoil it crazily. Gojira851, let's see, Gojifan93, it was the most satisfying film I've seen in a long time. That's a good way to put it, Chris. It was a very satisfying film. Gojira51, Bandai is doing an emissions Godzilla minus one. Gojira51, is that the right word? Am I reading that right? Emissions? Godzilla minus one? What do you mean? I don't know. I don't understand what you mean. But I do want a Bandai Godzilla minus one figure for sure. Um, yeah, I do want to add one of those to my collection. Bill, I wish they spent a bit more time on G's origin. Uh, that's kind of like what I was just saying. It's kind of doesn't give you much to deal with. Again, maybe if they do a sequel, we might find out more. Um, Again, I really hope this isn't a one. This isn't a one and done film like Shin was. Um, I really hope it continues. I really do. And big shout out to Nick from the Monster Report. I should have thanked him to begin with. Last night on his stream, he's sending me one of the IMAX mini posters because I don't think there was any IMAX showings here in Tucson. At least to my knowledge, because me and Christopher just went to a normal theater screening of it. We didn't have anything special, so I didn't get a chance to even get a poster. But Nick came in and saved the day. So Nick, thank you so much, man. I'm really excited to get that because I love little mini, giveaway posters from things like this, and that is one that I think I have a spot for it already. So. Really, really happy. And Matt, Gojira51, you sent me a picture. I will check it out when I can because I can't right now because my streaming device is my mobile device. So I will look at that when I can. Let's see. Gojira51, Monster King Series Bandai. Emissions version is the full title. Oh, interesting. And I imagine that's what you sent me a picture of. So I will check that out when I can. Spaceman V, I can't wait to go see it. I'm pretty hyped for the movie. Dude, you are in for a treat. It's fantastic. It can't be said enough. Leslie, considering Goji Fan 93 badmouthed the Showa series a few years ago, excuse me if I ignore the hell out of his assessment of -1. Hashtag bad takes personified. Oh, no. Oh, man. Goji Fan 93. I like that it's mysterious, similar to 54 and 84. Heck, even Shin's origin was a mystery. I like the mysterious aspects of Godzilla. I do agree with you. I do agree. I missed the poster at Tempe if there was one. Oh, man, Bill, no. Let's see. Yeah, if it was IMAX, Bill, there should have been posters, unless for some reason just all of Arizona got gypped on mini posters and they didn't want to send any to us. Maybe they think of us out here in Arizona as the weird Godzilla fans, like, oh, that's the guy that runs the Tucson Kaiju Festival and a few of those others, Mr. At Everyone. We don't want to give them anything. Oh, man. And then Goji Fan 93 is saying, Leslie, here we go. And then Gojira 851 is saying, it's all good, buddy. And then Leslie, yeah, Goji Fan, you can never escape me. And then Goji Fan 93, the problem with Showa fans is they can't let things go. And then Leslie's like, damn right. And it's like, it's true. Damn right. We can't because Showa's awesome. Footage of Showa. Oh, no. Footage. Bill, it was amazing. It was IMAX, but I may have breezed past them. Ah, man. I wonder if you go back, if there'd be any left. Might be worth it. I don't know. And then Gojira 851, I didn't get a poster either. See? So they didn't even... It doesn't look like they distributed posters to all the IMAX theaters that were showing it. Spaceman V just having a good laugh. That's what we do here on Kaiju Chill Clock. That's what I enjoy of it the most. Is just a laugh and the time shared. And again, even though it's virtual, you guys see me. I just see your comments. You know what? We're all hanging out like a nice big Kaiju family. And we got 13 people on in here, 8 likes. Thank you again so much. Smash that like button. Atomic blast it. Helps the algorithm, helps the show reach more Godzilla fans, which is what I like to do. In about 10 minutes, we are going to be giving away our second free movie code of the day. And remember, if you get these movies, please put it in a comment that you did receive it just by saying thank you for whatever movie that you got. Whether you got it here live, or if you rewatch this later on, or for whoever does rewatch it later on and you get a movie code, just put it in the comment section. Thank you for whatever movie. Oh man, we got Godzilla. He's coming up to the train. 62 for the win. It's my favorite. Let's see here. Monster Report. The trailers before Godzilla -1 remind me why Hollywood is falling. Yeah. All the movies before -1 kind of seem similar. That whole Beekeeper movie with Jason Statham is just like another testosterone fueled pump action flick. I will not lie. The ISS, International Space Station movie trailer, that one intrigued me a little bit because that one seemed like, dang, like, could you imagine being up in the space station, then you just see nuclear war break out here on the planet, and then both Russia and America, who is on the International Space Station, get the same message from each of their countries to take it over at all costs. And then you're basically like, what? Like, it just seems like a very suspenseful thriller. And I like that. Especially, being in space, on a space station. Like, there's not really too much you can do or where you could go. So, and then you got nuclear war and fallout happening on the planet, so that's not safe to go to now either. So I will say the International Space Station movie intrigued me a little bit. I do want to see that one. And let's see, let me catch up on some comments here. Leslie, the problem with Heisei fans is that they hate to admit that it needed Showa aspects to actually keep the series going. # not very creative. Oh, Bobby Reynolds, what's up, man? Glad to have you here. And then Goji fan Chris. Nah, Heisei knew when to call it quits to make the image of the franchise for decades. Bam. Oh no. Here we go. Shots fired. Bobby Reynolds, 2 movies that I love to see is Godzilla -1 and John Woo's Silent Night film. Interesting. I did not hear about the John Woo Silent Night film. I'll have to look that up because John Woo makes some interesting movies. And then, Bobby, go see Godzilla -1. Amazing movie. Amazing. It's incredible. That's all I will say. Gojira851, the teddy bear movie had me... Oh, no. And then Leslie, the Heisei called it quits with the advent of Godzilla 98 film. You really want to claim that? Let's go! Leslie's fighting for all of us Showa fans right now. One of these days in the future, what would be really fun? To do either a live stream or to actually have an unhinged panel conversation with a lot of us fans from these different eras. Like, oh, what's better? Showa Heisei Millennium, Reiwa, anime, what's the best and why, and then factor everything in and get, the crowd or the audience, their opinions, and, do certain comparisons between films, like Destroy All Monsters or Final Wars, which is the big one between me and Chris, which Destroy All Monsters all the way over Final Wars. That's a no-brainer. GojiFan93, 98 is its own issue. That's TriStar era, buddy. Oh, no. And then Monster Report replying to Gojira851. Leslie, deflection. I love it. And then Gojira51, Godzilla fan combat. Do it, do. Oh, Bill. It's all Godzilla, so it's all good. Exactly. You know, we all have our favorite eras, but, you know, that's not to say I hate Heisei, or I hate Millennia, or I hate Reiwa, or anime. Final Wars! Oh, crap. Sorry. But, no, it's all enjoyable by us fans. And this is the fun part of it. Like, people need to not take bickering and stuff so seriously, because in any fandom there are fans that do that, like, you like Star Wars more than Star Trek, or vice versa, or how dare you unfriend, unfollow, whatever, you suck, you know. No, we're having fun with it, and that's the point. Have fun with it, because it is our opinions, but we joke. We're not being serious, like, oh, Leslie, get out of here, ban, you know. No, we're having fun. Let's see. Leslie, let's see. I don't really play well with others, so please sign me up. And then Chris, I agree with Bill. At the end of the day, Godzilla is Godzilla. That is true. And then Bill says, Gino is better than Final Wars, but so is a streaming turd. Oh, no. Reptile, there's always a Godzilla for somebody. That's what makes him special. That is true. 100%. 100%. Actually, that is so 100%. Before we give away another movie code here in about a little less than 4 minutes, how about I switch this? They're trying to get Kong. He's waking up. But, no, let me focus on that comment for a minute. Because, see, who said that? Reptile. There is always a Godzilla for somebody. That's what makes him special. That is true. Because whether you like 54, 55, 62, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68 through 72, 73 through 75, Hanna-Barbera, 84, 90s, Burning, 2000, GMK, against Mechagodzilla Tokyo SOS, Final Wars, Legendary, Shin, Earth, more Legendary, Ultima, whatever your taste is, there is a Godzilla for everybody. There is a Godzilla for everybody. Again, you can't necessarily tell that my favorite's 62. I mean, 62, 62, 62, 62. Let's see. Where's more? 62, 62, 62, 62. I mean, he's plastered everywhere in here. 62. I mean, I just love Godzilla 62. So, no matter what it is, that is a very good comment, Reptile. Very good comment. Leslie, Godzilla Earth, a.k.a. Collard Green Godzilla. Good. That's debatable. I'm not saying it was good, because I did not like the Godzilla Earth trilogy at all. The first one was all right. It was passable. But after that, oh, total garbage. And then, well said, Godzilla is Godzilla. We are having fun. Exactly. And then Sheriff 51, that's low, Leslie. Bill, now that Star Wars has introduced the Purgils to live action, I'm waiting for a Star Wars, Star Trek, Godzilla crossover. Oh, no. Goji93, but to go different, Everett showing Kong versus Godzilla 62 is one of the finest Showa-era films out there. Does that make you happy, Leslie? Dang, one of the finest. Wow. Big statement. Flip my camera back around here. And then Leslie, yes, that does make me happy. Now you're sucking up. I still love you, dude. Damn. All right. Who's ready for our second movie code? Let me get me plugged back in here. All right. Who's ready for a second movie code? So our second movie of today for the giveaway. Let's see, Chris, at least I know I can get 84 love in this group. There you go. But, so our second movie giveaway today. Again, when you get it, either put it in a comment here in the live, or if you get it later on or whatever, put it in a comment later. And it's just, again, saying just thank you for whatever movie that I gave that you got. So, today's movie code kind of has to do with atomicness, but a very serious movie, you know, drama, stuff like that. But we have a code for Oppenheimer. So who wants Oppenheimer? Go for it. I'll leave this up here for a little longer. But our second movie code of the day, Oppenheimer. Goji fan. Oh, the prequel to -1. I guess. But yes, so here's our second free movie of the day. Again, if you get it, please put it in the comments, and you are welcome. To whoever gets it. Second movie code. Demolished. We got 2 more movies to give away. The next one will be given away at the hour and 30-minute mark, and the last one at the end of this stream. And then Goji Fan 93, that was also a really damn fine film. Oh, Oppenheimer was great. Oppenheimer was great. I enjoyed it. I enjoy lots of movies that have like factual things, which, you know, for example, since I have my movies in a category, let me grab them for you. I don't have too many, but movies that I like movies like Oppenheimer that have like actual history involved. You know, things that actually happened. And especially if they get like really good storytelling from people who were actually there or family, that makes the film all the more better, because then the director's actually taking those real life events and putting them on screen. And they're enjoyable to like an extent to where you respect them so much, and they're really important films that everybody needs to see at least once in their lifetime, because it's like they're so impactful, you know? So, before I get to Bobby Reynolds here, your comment, movies that I put under that are, of course, you know, this one, Schindler's List. Schindler's List is a very, very deep film. So we have Schindler's List. Of course, Oppenheimer falls under that. Flags of Our Fathers, another good movie that I really enjoy. And then it's like 50-50 actual life event thing, and then actual like fake love story to tie it all in. But, you know, Titanic, there ain't nothing wrong with Titanic. So, those are movies that, you know, I consider to be like very impactful, kind of important movies about actual, you know, real life events. So, yeah. All right, having a great show so far, you guys. I actually should go check my mail, but let me check up on comments here first. Bobby, to be honest, I did like the Babyzilla scenes in the 98 films. It had great practical effects. It reminds me of Jurassic Park and Aliens, 2 franchises that I love. Oh, hands down, like, the ending with the Zilla babies and stuff in '98, that was hands down copy and paste Jurassic Park, Velociraptors, and aliens, hands down. Bobby, exciting moments like Dr. Phillips shoots the lights and gets the baby Zillas out of the way. Yeah, no, I mean, it had cool cinematic moments. I just wish it didn't have Godzilla as the name. If it was just like Iguanodon or something like that, cool. Awesome kaiju movie. But, yeah. Goji Fan 93, oh, that film made me cry. It was so hard to get through. Dude, you're telling me, man. You're telling me it was really hard. Leslie, my God, that movie is so long, but it was very interesting. Robert Downey Jr. being a jerk somewhat in the film, especially towards the end, was crazy. Yeah, it was. It really was. But no, great conversations here, guys. I'm having a really good time. Again, it still just feels like yesterday that everybody was here at the Godzilla Fan Freaks headquarters after the Tucson Kaiju Festival, and we were just having a great time. I miss you all so much still, and I'm glad we have moments like this. But nah, great, great conversation so far. I'm glad that we've kept everything spoiler free for the most part. That's awesome. Again, if you have not yet, Atomic Blast that like button, please. Helps out the algorithm and everything. And then Chris says, I know, I want to come back so bad. Dude, I know, man. I know. Eventually, again, I'm still working on getting together a venue for Tucson Kaiju Festival 2024. I hope I'm going to be able to do it. I haven't heard anything in a little over a week from the email that I sent out. So I'm probably going to email again here, probably like a week or two maybe before Christmas, and just to try to contact again. And if I don't hear anything, then I guess it was not meant to be. So, but I'm going to do my best to try to throw something together. I'll find a venue. Between me and everybody else that I know, we'll find something. More than likely, Tucson Kaiju Festival 2024 is going to happen. I'll know by the end of the year or beginning of next year when I announce it, or if. So yeah, I'm working though. I'm working on it. It's not easy. Once you get the venue, kind of everything else is downhill after that. It's finding the spot. And, hopefully the budget allows it and whatnot. So, fingers crossed. But let me see here. I'm just checking. We're good on comments. Guys, having a great fun time. Again, we still have 2 more movies to give away. So, really excited about that. And, yeah. So, any questions for me you guys have, please feel free to ask. We're just chilling right now. I have King Kong vs. Godzilla, the original Japanese version from the Criterion Collection, on in the background today. And we're just having a good fun time. So, any questions, any figures you want to take a closer look at? Oh, I did get a GMK Bandai Mothra for those that follow the posts on the Facebook and Instagram pages for Godzilla Fan Freaks. But I will show you guys that here in a little bit as well. But let me go check my mail really quick. And then, so you're watching the Japanese version of 62. So the whole Godzilla's brain, size of a marble, won't be mentioned. That's a shame. Yeah, I figured I'd watch the Japanese version, Leslie. I do love the dubbed as much as, because I grew up with Showa dubs. So I love dubbed Godzilla movies. I do want to say I watch more dub than I do sub, but I watch both, respectfully. But yeah, I just decided to throw on the original Japanese version. I like the music score better than it feels more like a traditional Godzilla movie versus having the recycled Creature of the Black Lagoon themes and stuff like that, which are still cool, and I'm still, more relatable to because I grew up with that version. And what's funny is, I grew up watching King Kong versus Godzilla with that Creature of the Black Lagoon reusable music score before I saw Creature of the Black Lagoon. So I was like, when I first saw Creature of the Black Lagoon, I was like, oh, it's using it's using music from King Kong versus Godzilla. And it was like, oh, it wasn't until later I was like, oh no, this movie came out before King Kong versus Godzilla, and in the American version cut, they recycled the music from that movie to use here. So it wasn't until there that I was like, okay, I became smart enough of a Godzilla fan and a human being to be like, oh, okay, I understand now. Because when I was a kid, I didn't know any better, and I had it backwards. But let's see. And then Bill, dubs are part of the charm of Godzilla. 100%. 100% there, dude. Let me go check my mail really quick. And let me see if any boxes or anything has showed up. I don't think so yet because I haven't received any notifications. But it doesn't hurt to go look. So I will be right back. Let me turn down the TV just a little bit because I don't want it to be too quiet for too long and the audio of the movie to come through and totally possibly destroy my stream and get it taken down. So let me turn this down just a little bit. I'll be right back, you guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Don't steal anything. Fred, keep them entertained. No mail yet. So I don't think that this box day is going to show up during the stream today, unless it shows up within this last hour. Plus, Godzilla -1 tonight. I got my Godzilla shirt on. I wore my Cavity Colors Godzilla 54 shirt Wednesday night when I saw it for the first time. So tonight will be Paramount Godzilla 54 artwork. Leslie, the fact that the line from the 62 dub pissed off so many people is so amusing to him. That's true. You're not wrong. Chris, quick, get his stuff. Bobby, have I seen the 1953 Titanic movie? I think I did a long time ago. I don't remember it 100%, but there's actually been a lot of movies about the Titanic. If you don't know, now you know. There's been a lot of movies. I actually think the first movie about the Titanic came out like a few months or something like that after its sinking, and it was a silent film because of the age. But yeah, no, it's crazy how many movies there's been. Leslie, I'm going after his X plus Gappa. Totally taking the 84 Memorial. Well, now I know what figures people are going to snag. And then Reptile. Oh, snap, he's back. Oh, man. Great fun time, you guys. But yeah, no, I don't know if the box is going to show up today or not. Well, it's going to show up today. I just don't know if it's going to show up during the stream. So probably no live unboxing for you guys. But that just means be ready for a box day video later today. I'm going to kind of be mad if it happens right after the stream and then I have to immediately record another video. But so we got 2 more movie codes left to give away. We're doing great on comments. Thank you guys for just having fun. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. One thing I didn't expect was how wet it was outside. I guess it's just been lightly sprinkling, but the whole ground is wet outside. So I was not expecting that. A very cold, wet start to Tucson's December. That is for sure. It's very overcast today. It's a little chilly. So you would not think that you were in the desert right now, being here. But hope everyone's having a great time. We got 12 people on in here, 9 likes. Thank you all so much. Please atomic blast that like button if you have not already. Helps the algorithm out, helps the show reach more people, helps Godzilla fan freaks myself reach more people, which is what I want. You know, I love connecting with other Godzilla fans and just having awesome conversations as we are doing today. But any questions for me that you guys have? If there's a figure you want me to talk about, please, we'll go walk in the Kaiju Cave here in a minute. Bill, yeah, it's raining up here the past few days as well. Yeah, so Bill, he just lives north of me up in Phoenix. So it's the same for him. And then Les, Godzilla guys, hiya! I saw Godzilla -1 last night. Les, we've been talking about it. We've been keeping it spoiler free though, just so you know. But yes, no, we are all in agreement. What a incredible film -1 was. It's basically been said a million times probably in today's stream. But no, great movie. And then Les says, I got you, no spoilers. Yeah, because I don't want to ruin it for anybody, because I know a lot of people are probably seeing it tonight and this weekend. So I think after this weekend, it'll probably be okay for, to talk spoilers in like a future video. If I do maybe another Kaiju Chill Clock next week, we'll see. But as of right now, -1 is just hundreds right across the board. It's incredible. Les, I said the same thing. It's amazing. Wow. Like, there's literally no words to describe it. -1 is one of those movies that I feel really bad for the people that were spoiled, because, spoilers for movies are inevitable. But after I watched this movie, because I didn't receive any spoilers, so I'm very happy. But I feel so bad for the people that were spoiled, but even worse, I can't imagine anybody who would want to spoil this good of a movie. Like, you have to, like, anybody that did, like, I'm sure spoilers don't feel any remorse or anything like that, but this is one of those movies. How can you spoil it for people? Because all I can say is go see it. Like, it left me speechless. It's just wow. I had nothing else to say but wow. It's like, you can't spoil this for somebody. It's that good. So I do feel bad for people who did get spoiled, and then less, exactly. I would destroy a spoiler if I got spoiled. I'd be so mad. Les, so when the X Plus Godzilla -1 figure coming out? I know I have asked, but dang it, I want one now. It's probably coming. I imagine we're probably going to see a -1 figure from X Plus next year. Probably next year sometime. I would imagine it'd be a 30 centimeter figure, but who knows? It could be 25. We'll just have to wait and see. But I think we are definitely going to get a -1 figure from X Plus next year. X Plus, of course, has Godzilla the Ride, but it's not necessarily the same thing. So, no, Godzilla -1 would be cool. And then Bill had said, there you go, Goji is the close enough for now. Let's see. Chris, I threatened to lock my Discord group down due to spoilers. That's how serious I was about not wanting to get spoiled. It's hard, man, but it is. It's like, sure, there's different things over the years, and of course nobody wants spoilers for something that they enjoy. But this movie is so good. I can't imagine somebody wanting to spoil it for somebody else. Like, I would feel like crap. You know what I mean? Like, that I ruined that for somebody. Like, I would get no joy out of it. Maybe that's because I'm not a spoiler type person. Because I don't like to be spoiled. But it's like, this is what this movie is. It's like, it's one of those things. I feel really bad for those who were spoiled. But for those that did spoil it, how dare you? Because this film is incredible. So incredible, how could you spoil it? How could you? Les, I know I can count on Leslie to review it, and I missed out on the ride figure. And then Bill saying you can still find the ride figure for decent prices, the X Plus one. And then Bill, help Les out on where he can find a ride figure. Because I mean, I'm not interested in Godzilla the Ride. I definitely want a legit -1. But again, I think I'm going to go the Bandai route. I don't necessarily feel the need for an X Plus or an SH Monster Arts when I could just get a bare bones Bandai and be happy with it. And then Les said I would take that figure. It is close. It's basically the same design, just small tweaks. But no, I think I want to do a Bandai. The biggest difference is the feet. Yeah, that is true. The biggest difference I would say is the feet. But no, I think in the end for Godzilla -1, if I could get a Bandai, I think I'm gonna get a Bandai. But yeah, Bill, if you can help Les find one, because I think he really does want one. So, but yeah, no, I think it's inevitable that we are going to get a legit -1 figure from X Plus probably next year. Granted, we're in December already. I don't see them announcing one this month. It's a possibility that maybe they announce a prototype for next year. But I think it's safe to say we probably won't hear any announcement for a -1 X Plus until next year. Hopefully. And then Les says, okay. And then Les saying, yeah. And then Goji Fan, I just want the Blu-ray hopefully soon. Chris, it just came out in theaters, man. Give it some time. But I agree. I definitely want the Blu-ray also. Heck, I mean, I don't even have a full 4K setup. I have a 4K player, just not a TV. But I'd buy this in 4K just so I had it in 4K, you know? And then... Les, did Sakai sculpt the Ride X Plus figure? I don't think the Ride was Sakai. And then... Bobby, I'll spoil it here. It has Godzilla going to school and trying to learn math, science, and made friends in Togura and got... Oh my goodness. Ridiculous, Bobby. Ridiculous. Reptile -1 is also coming to Battle Line in a couple days. Kind of figured that one too. Bill is saying, Les Walker, keep an eye on Mandrake. Last one was about 300. And then Goji Fan 93... no, must have it now. And then Les says, thanks to Bill. And then Sakai. Sakai did the SH Monster Arts -1. That is true. And then Leslie, actually, Les, I appreciate that, but come this month, I'm calling it quits on my channel. It's been 10 years of me doing the YouTube thing, and I'm going to stop doing current content this month. Yeah, I remember Leslie talked about that he was going to be shutting down his Kaiju reviews the end of this year. Just time to move on to other things. And that's totally understandable, Leslie. I mean, you had a great run, man, and but it is time to, focus. Leslie's just at a point in his life to where he needs to focus on some other things. He's still going to have an awesome collection and stuff. I don't imagine he'd be selling anything. And Leslie, if you do, you need to hit up my wife because, as you know, she likes buying me figures from you. She bought me the Gamera 96 is from you. I still have to this day. That she got me a few months into us dating back in 2016. So I I need some more Leslie pieces. But Les saying, I love your stuff, Leslie. Miss you. We're all going to miss Leslie. He'll still be around. He'll still be around. But just not going to be doing the YouTube game. And Chris, well, hey, if we look at Shin's timeline, the film was shown us in theaters of October, and then the Blu-ray came out August 2017, so maybe it'll be the same timeline. Yeah, little less than a year. Less. Well, I will say how much more can you fit in there? Yeah, no, Leslie's room is pretty packed. And then Tim, what's going on, Tim? What's up, man? Thank you for tuning in. Atomic Blast that like button. And then Gojira851 saying Leslie is a legend. Yes, he is. He did a fantastic, fantastic job. Love his videos. Love his stuff. Great friend to mention too. Great friend. I hope me and Leslie cross paths again in the future, for sure. But no, Leslie, you had a great run, dude. I'm pretty sure, Leslie, you'd be doing one final video as like a send-off, I would imagine. So I can't wait to see that if you do have one of those planned. That would be kind of fun. And then Leslie just saying thank you. I appreciate those kind words. I don't want to draw too attention to that thing, but because it's your show, and but I appreciate the love. Well, Leslie, you deserve it, my friend. You deserve it. You have done very well in the Kaiju community, and you have served it very well. And I will continue doing my thing and serving it the best I can, but eventually I will get to a point as well where Godzilla Fan Freaks will probably hang up his gloves as well. Because I've been going on over 10 years now on YouTube, so just more to come. And then Les says amen. And then Les also said, really, Leslie is responsible for my spending habits of the last 10 years. Oh no. Leslie getting blame on it. It's okay. We all have that person. For myself, it was Samson West and Rich Iso that kind of opened the door for me for like X Plus and stuff like that. And then after that, the rest was history. And of course, the first year I went to G-Fest and meeting everybody, that's what inspired me to want to make a YouTube channel. So, we always have somebody to blame for some point in this fandom. But it's a good blame. It's not a bad blame. Because at the end of the day, we're all having fun. We all love this stuff so much. And we just share the same joy and inspiration and creative minds. And when all of that comes together, what the possibilities are of what all of us can create is endless, So, no, I thank you all for being here. We got another movie code given away here in about 2 minutes. So, third movie code of the stream, and then after that we'll have one more. I don't think anybody else has claimed the Knock on the Cabin or the Oppenheimer codes from this stream yet, because I haven't seen any comments yet. But again, remember, if you do get these movie codes, please put it in a comment that you did receive them, and you are welcome. Bobby Reynolds, GojiFan93 and Rando for Life opened the door for me to do Godzilla and action movie reviews. There you go. Perfect. There you go. And then Les, not a blame, a big thank you. That's exactly what it is. It's not a blame. It's a thank you. Les, perfectly worded. His reviews put a craven on me. Some of the kits I have, even I painted myself. His awe of stuff was easily catching. It is. It is. It's very easily catching. Very easily catching. Oh man, Kong's knocked out. Godzilla's kicking rocks on him. Sorry, I do love this part. And he starts hitting him with his tail. Okay, that's all the footage you get. And then Les said, "You are too, by the way." And then, oh no, not Godzilla versus Kong. Love it. Footage, yes, footage. Nah, I love this movie. This is a movie that, again, I was talking earlier in the stream about reworking my top 10s because after seeing -1, -1 might actually make it into my top 10 Godzilla films. So I have to rework my top 10 list. But 62 King Kong versus Godzilla needs to be in that list because it's my favorite Godzilla. I love 62. Like, if that was Godzilla's design throughout all these years and eras, was the 62, I'd be totally fine with it. I love 62 that much. But enough about that. How about we get on to the next movie code? Who's ready? So our next giveaway free movie code. Now, I hope this code works. That is my only thing. I bought this movie used, but it still had the code slip in it. So I'm hoping that the person that did trade it in didn't use the code, because usually if you use a code, you throw this away. So unless they want to be a troll. So I actually don't know if this code will work. I hope it does, because it's actually a movie that I think was like underrated, in my opinion. It didn't get enough praise when it was released last year. And it was a good movie. I recently watched it with my wife on Amazon Prime, and then I was like, I want to pick that up physically. That was a really good kind of horror suspense. It's a creature feature, not technically a kaiju movie, though. But our third movie giveaway, again, I hope the code works, because I did buy the Blu-ray used, but it still had the code in it, so fingers crossed it works. But if it doesn't, I do apologize. But we have a code for Beast with Idris Elba. This was a really good movie, you guys. Like, it's a creature feature, and I consider a creature feature to be like Jaws, Alligator, anything that has like an out of control Cujo, planet animal. So Beast is about a movie that's about a killer lion that its pack or its pride was killed by poachers, and now it's just on a bloodthirsty rampage. It absolutely just does not care. It's killing everybody. Good movie, though. Let me get that closer. I realized I had it like back here, and it was kind of hard to see the code. But here's a code for Beast. Really good movie. And if you do get this movie, again, please put it in a comment that you received it, and you are welcome. But Beast, a very good movie. So enjoy. All right, third movie, give away. We have one more movie on the table, and it'll be given away at the end of the stream. Goji Fan 93, I know how it is, Leslie, but like I say, once a creator, always a creator. And that's true. Les, G-1 is my third, I think, or fourth. Yeah, it's up there. It's good. Zillfan85, just wanted to stop in for a bit and say hi. Dude, thank you for chiming in, man. Hit that like button. Thank you. You're awesome, dude. Thank you, Michael. And then Leslie saying, thank you, Matt and Goji Fan. I appreciate that. And both of y'all, even though both y'all's love for Final Wars worries, look at me. But hey, you can't pick or choose your family. Leslie, they're all laughing. And then Leslie said, yeah, Beast is a great movie, but the older daughter, I was so rooting for the lion to chomp her. Oh, 100%, Leslie, 100%. But no, Beast was, I was impressed. I was very impressed. I think that movie didn't get enough praise when it was released in theaters. It was very, very good. And then Bobby, Rambo for Life is a great guy and a great friend. His rants, especially his Alien 3 rant and Destroy a VHS tape, good stuff. Oh man, you always talk about that Alien 3 rant by him, Bobby. It's a lot of fun. And then Chris, Final Wars loves you too. And then Hardzilla, I liked it. Awesome, heck yeah. And then ZillaFan85, anytime, brother. I missed if you gave your thoughts on Godzilla Minus One. I saw it Wednesday night with my friends. Other than that, a couple nitpicks. It was really, dude, it's an incredible movie. I don't know if you go back and watch my streams, Michael, if you miss them. If you do, thank you so much. But I did talk about Minus One a little bit. No spoilers, though, but fantastic movie. I love it so much. I'm going to see it again tonight with my wife and my dad. So I cannot wait to go to the movies later here after a little bit. But no, fantastic. And then Gojira851, Final Goji is a great Goji. Agree to disagree. And then Bobby, I love both Destroy All Monsters and Godzilla Final Wars. And yeah, dude, hey, it's fine if you love them both. That's great. And then Hardzilla 8554, top 3 for sure. Yes, 100%. And then Leslie, man, whatever. Final Wars is like Jenny from Forrest Gump. They don't know what love is. Oh, man. Oh, I love this. Great. You guys make the stream for me. I'm just saying that. Like, yeah, it's my show, but this is what I love. This is what Kaiju Chill O'Clock is all about. This had everything. This had footage. We got giveaways. New movies and stuff is coming out. We're just having great fun. And that's what I want Kaiju Chill O'Clock to be. GojiFan93, I take back my kind words, Leslie. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, Godzilla and Kong plunged in the ocean. Kong's swimming away. But we get one last. Turn it up. We got to get Godzilla's roar. Hell yeah. That was perfect. I turned my TV up all the way for that. No footage, Leslie, but audio. I really hope that YouTube doesn't tag me. I feel like I've been stretching it. I stretched it a little bit today, so we'll see. But I think I'll be all right. Oh, ZillaFan85, GojiFan93, just aching to unleash his hidden love for King Kong Escapes. There we go. Come on. Come on, Chris. You love King Kong Escapes. Give Linda Miller a hug. Come on. Oh, no. Don't mention that film. Last one of the best Ikefube scores also. Yes, I do love the soundtrack. And again, it's like Godzilla Minus One had some soundtracks, and its original soundtrack was great. The other scores that they used in the movie, perfect. A lot of 64 and a lot of 62. Those movie soundtracks were relevant in this film. That's all I will spoil. It's a soundtrack, so you don't know when it's going to necessarily happen. But yes, Godzilla Minus One did have scores from 64 and 62, which, of course, I love. And then, Chris, oh God, here we go. Let's say agree. And then Leslie, he won't admit it because his G-socks are too tight on him. Oh my goodness, bring back the G-socks. Oh no. We just need to create a line of King Kong Escapes merch. Leslie, just send it all to Chris as like a care package. Get him a King Kong t-shirt, get him a hat, get him some shorts or some pants, get him some socks. Oh man. Get him a poster, get him the movie on DVD, Blu-ray, VHS, 4K. Let's just get Chris together a giant King Kong Escapes package and give it to him as a gift. That way he can't do anything with it. He has no choice but to keep it. Oh Les Walker, King Kong Escapes was a favorite of my childhood. Find the King Kong Escapes love. I like it. I love King Kong Escapes. King Kong, in my opinion, is just awesome. And I hate to say the song was used in Godzilla Match Time. You are right about that, Gojiri51. Thank you for that. You are correct. I get shot up and show stuff, if you can't tell. Gojiri 93, just for that, I'm going extra hard on King Kong Escapes when I revisit it. Ooh. Now, that'll be fun to see you revisit King Kong Escapes. I look forward to that, and I'm sure Leslie does too. I think we need to set up a King Kong Escapes discussion. Some type of a live stream video that we can all do. That might be fun. And then Leslie, he doesn't deserve that kind of greatness. Oh, man. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic, you guys. Well, we got... Oh, it's almost going to be 1 hour and 41 minutes right now. So we got about 19 minutes left in this stream, you guys. Having a lot of fun. A lot of great moments today. A lot of great discussions on everything. I have one more movie code to give away, and that'll be given away here at the end of the stream. So stay tuned if you want that. Again, if you're getting these movie codes, please put it in a comment that you received it. And you are welcome. Les, Rocket On, RoboKong rocks. Dude, Mechanic Kong is amazing. I love Mechanic Kong. You all just wait, huh? And then Zillafan85, dude, I'd be down for a King Kong Escapes discussion. I love it, honestly. And then sorry to Chris, though. Let's see. Bobby Reynolds, one show, do a hangout stream. We came in to have some heck yeah, that's awesome. And then Les, the movie of my dreams, RoboKong versus Mechagodzilla, period. Mechagodzilla, don't care which. I'd be down. I mean, I'm surprised. I mean, I feel like it's happened in like fan films and stuff like that, but I'd like to see a Mechanic Kong versus Mechagodzilla. I'm down. I do think it would have to be a Showa showdown, though. Because I just feel like any other, unless they really update Mechanic Kong for the movie, but if they want to go a Showa route, I would love to see the Showa Kong, Mechanic Kong go up against Showa Mechagodzilla. I think that would be kind of interesting. The only thing is Mechanic Kong doesn't have any projectiles. He's all close up, so getting in close to Mechagodzilla would be the challenge. Unless they give him laser eyes or make that thing on the top of his head instead of a mind control device, make it a laser like it's depicted. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where is it? Where's my copy? Here it is. Or make it a laser like it's depicted in all the covers and posters and promotional pieces. Because that does not happen. That is not a laser. Oh, man, I want to watch King Kong Escapes now. What you guys are doing to me? I might throw that on after the stream. Might just kick back here and enjoy King Kong Escapes. I might just do that. Chris, of course it would have to be Showa. Hey, man, come on. I love it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, let's see, Chris, the film would actually be good with that laser. Oh, man, Chris is shooting some fire. Leslie, you got to come back with something big, man. See, now that's one thing that I can be good at, are like fun, joking banter arguments. But Leslie's on another level. He's one of those guys that just has fire ready to go. Me, sometimes I got to think about it before I'm ready to say it. But Leslie, he's just bam, bam. Oh, Leslie, that's not a laser. It's a strobe light he uses on swinger clubs on the weekend. Oh, no. Oh no. Let's see, Bobby Reynolds. I would like to see a Godzilla movie where he has one human character that's a badass character like Sly and Arnold type. So a Godzilla movie with like an action hero style human character is what you're saying. Interesting. I mean, I'd be down. It could also even be a throwback movie of like the Trendmaster days of how they had those Trendmaster figures that were released with Godzilla figures. They were human characters, but they had like battle armor enhancement things, and then the monsters did too for Trendmasters. But they could do something like that, which would be a throwback to those human Trendmaster character figures from the Godzilla line. Coach Fan 93, he has to work on the weekends because the film he starred in was boring and didn't make him popular. Oh no. And then Zilla Fan 85, well, Bobby, Captain Yamame was a badass in Destroy All Monsters and Captain Gordon in Final Wars. That is very true, Michael. That is very true, Zilla Fan 85. Guys, great discussions. I'm enjoying today. This is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Oh, man. Les, what scares me is that there is no low that we can get to describing some Showa-style kaiju flick and bring back the SY3. Oh, man, I love the Moonlight SY3. If that was to make a return... Now, in the modern Godzilla time that we're in, whether it's in MonsterVerse or whatever Toho ends up doing in the future, I would love to see throwbacks to like the vehicles, not just like maser tanks and stuff, because of course we've seen those, but something like the Moonlight SY3 if you're going to do something that's like space heavy, or the P1 from Invasion of Astro Monster. Throwbacks to I just had it on the tip of my tongue, now I forgot it. The Super X's. I would like to see the Super X's make a comeback, in current films. Of course, the monster list for current films goes on. I'd love to see Titanosaurus. I'd love to see Hedra. I'd love to see Baragon, Varan, Manda, Anguirus. The list goes on for what monsters we'd all like to see done in the MonsterVerse, or for Toho to bring back or whatever. We'd love to see it. So Leslie and Goji fan. Oh man, a bunch of comments just came through. What those? Let's see. Hang on. And Goji fan. That's why your feet smell like bacon flavored fungus. What? See, how do you respond to that? What? Bill, what those legendary heave-hoos didn't do it for you? No, I didn't like those. I didn't like them at all. But great comment though, Bill. Yeah, no, I didn't like those heaves. I didn't like them as much. Like, they were cool concept, but it's like, where's this technology coming from? Les Walker, SY3 would be a transformer if you brought it back now, or almost one. And then yeah. Smells better than your taste in movies. Oh, Chris, that was kind of weak. I don't know. The banter is getting to that weird position to where it's like, man, how do you come back from bacon-smelling fungus? Oh, my goodness. Hardzilla 8554, Don Fry was a patient at the patient at the chiropractic physical medicine clinic I used to work for. Interesting. I had to read that comment like fully because I was like, whoa, that's really cool. Bobby Reynolds replying to Zilla Fan 85 about those characters. Goji Fan 93 and how else to. Exactly. And then Zilla Fan 85 replying to Bobby Reynolds. And then Goji Fan 90, how else do you respond to that? No, I don't know. And then Zillifan85 says, I'm an Anguirus fan, and I want him back in Toho and to join the MonsterVerse. Yeah, no, I'm down for that too. I'd love the list of Toho monsters just keeps going. I'd like to see everybody basically, because who wouldn't want to see Megalon? Gigan. Who wouldn't want to see? Trying to think here. Space Godzilla, Destroya, Biollante. Who wouldn't want to see those? Who wouldn't want to see Batra make a comeback? I'm looking over at the movie shelf because I'm like, who else? Varan. I think I already said Varan, but Varan would be a cool one. Baragon, the Gargantuas, please, that'd be cool. Leslie, okay, so you're admitting bacon flavored fungus actually smells good. Okay, do you, boo? Oh no, and then Les Walker saying Anguirus would be good one to bring back now. He is missed. That is true. Bill, Gabara. Well, why not? Bring back Gabara. And then Zillifan85 replying to Les Walker 100%. Yep, no, it's true. Reptile, I would love to see Space Godzilla return. Same. I would love it too. Les, great movie idea. Gargantuas versus Mecha Kong Angie. Interesting. Gargantuas would have to be very, very nimble to avoid Mechagodzilla's bombardment, because that was the one thing, I love the Gargantuas, but out of all the kaiju, they have the lesser end of the durability stick. They are not impervious as a lot of Toho's kaiju are to conventional weapons. The Gargantuas were drawn blood by cannons, tank fire, maser tanks, electricity. They could be hurt, and they could be beat by humans. So unless they make the Gargantuas really, really nimble, or just make it to where they are indestructible forces, I don't know. But still would like to see them return regardless. Goji fan, Chris, I am confused where you came to that conclusion. Are you sneaking into my house and sniffing my feet? Oh no, this is getting weird. That's weird. But I guess Showa fans do weird things. Oh no! No! He's attacking the Showa fan. The Showa community is at risk. Oh no. And then Bobby Reynolds, what if they did Godzilla versus Rambo like that fan-made trailer? I don't know if I'd watch it. I mean, it'd be an interesting story if they legitimately did a Rambo versus Godzilla movie. Would be very curious to see how Rambo would actually combat Godzilla. Bills, Dr. Byrne, paging Dr. Byrne. Oh no. And then Rich from Wisconsin, I would like to see Gorosaurus. Yeah, Gorosaurus is another one. He is another one of those that needs to make a comeback. And then Zillifan85, US Showa fans gotta rise up. Show for the win, yes. And then Gojira851 getting spicy. And then Les saying Gorosaurus does have some creds. I mean, Gorosaurus was in King Kong Escapes. Come on. That was his debut movie. Man, great conversations, guys. Stream's getting ready to wrap up here in a few minutes. I'll probably give the movie code out here in the next 3 minutes-ish. So stay tuned for the final movie code. Again, I don't think anybody else has nabbed any of the other movie codes. I haven't seen any comments yet. But again, remember, if you do get those movie codes, please put it in a comment saying that you got whatever movie it is that you got. And then Les Walker escapes, and then Goji saying to Zillifan80, saying to Michael, "You're supposed to be on my side." And then Zillifan85 saying Gorosaurus, Baragon, Varan, Manda are all amazing kaiju. I love them all, and they need more love in the films. Agreed. 100% agree with that. But great stream though today, guys. Thank you all so much. for tuning in. We got 15 people in here at the end. That's great. Hope you guys enjoyed the conversations. If you missed anything, feel free to rewatch it. You know, I don't know how much rewatchability my Kaiju Chill O'Clock streams have, but I would imagine they have some rewatchability. I would hope so. That's the reason I leave them up. And hopefully this stream doesn't get canned by YouTube for my seconds of footage and audio. Hopefully they don't. If they do, then this is another fun stream that YouTube just totally destroys. Because that's happened in the past with Kaiju Chill O'Clock. We've had really fun streams like this, and it seems to be the really fun ones that YouTube just wants to have no longer exist. And you can't really redo something like this. So YouTube, don't be a rain on the parade. Gojiri51, let Kumonga cook a little on. Yeah. No, Kumonga, Kamakarus, bring him back. Bring back the bugs. Bring back Ebera. Come on, bring back Ibira, whatever. Bring him back. I'm down. Zilva, Michael's just replying to Chris. I'm on the side of Mechanic Kong. Haha. And then, glad I made it. See you guys later. Les, thank you so much, man, for being here. And then Leslie, yeah, us Showa fans do weird things, like actually liking great movies. Don't be upset that Gamera accomplished in 3 films that Godzilla didn't in 7. Boom, there goes the dynamite. And then Bobby Reynolds saying, I know Goji Fan 93 wants a King Kong escape, King Kong versus 1967 Godzilla. Okay. Bill, YouTube can go piss into the wind. Exactly, man. This was a fun stream. I had a lot of fun. And then last comment here for Les. Heck with them. Footage forever. Yes. All right. Last movie code giveaway. And this one can be considered a kaiju movie. So if you want maybe best for last, I don't know how you see it. I decided to pick it up because I had the first one of this movie series. So I was like, I might as well get the second one. And it's about the same as the first. It's an enjoyable popcorn movie. Okay, it's nothing special. It's not a blockbuster, but an enjoyable, just turn off, reconnecting. Oh man, I cut out there for a second. Am I back? I think I'm back. Okay. My internet must have hiccuped there for a second. I bet you all thought YouTube shut it down. Anyway, but I'm back. So, had a little hiccup there. Anyway, the last movie of today's giveaway. And again, I enjoyed it as a fun, if you don't think about it too much, enjoyable movie. Actually has a kaiju battle in it, if you think about it. But the last movie giveaway of today is Meg 2, The Trench. Oh, man. So whoever gets this code, please enjoy. Again, remember to put it in a comment which movie code you ended up getting, or if you ended up getting all of them. And you are welcome and enjoy. So yes, we have Meg 2, The Trench here. So enjoy, you guys. Just a few more seconds. I'll leave this up. And then, man, reconnecting. My internet must be doing something funny. It must be because of the rain. Sometimes my internet can get wonky because of rain. But anyway, you guys. Hope you enjoyed today's stream of Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 54. You know, Godzilla 54, episode 54. This was a crazy, fun, special episode. I think you guys definitely, it was as fun as I thought it was going to be. A lot of good fun talking. Let me catch up on some comments here. Chris, but on the contrary, I have admitted that the Gamera trilogy is superior to Godzilla Heisei. So what you got? That is true. The Gamera trilogy is kaiju movie perfection. I'd even put -1 up there with the Gamera trilogy. Great kaiju movies there. Gojiri51, Godzilla vs. Destroya is better than Gamera trilogy. Ooh, hot take on that one. Hot take. Bill, GMK did 1 movie what Gamera couldn't do in 3. GMK is my favorite Millennium film. So, Bill, agree. And then Bill with the same director and crew even. And then Leslie, yeah, GMK killed the credibility of 3 fan favorite monsters. Way to go, champ. That is true. I am salty. Even though GMK is my favorite Millennium, I hate that Baragon gets taken out like too easy and too early, in my opinion. Zillafan85, work has been slow. So glad I was able to chime in for this. Loved it while I was on. I know you're about to close it, so be good to yourselves and everyone. And sayonara. Thank you, man. And then Bill saying, rah! But guys, yes, thank you so much. Time to close out the show. And again, if you got any of those movie codes, please put them in a comment. And which movie you got. The Meg, The Trench just got torn up, so we gave away all those movies. And we are good. Leslie, yeah, the Bandai Destroy scene alone proves that statement is laughable. Oh, man. Anyway, you guys, like always, we are Godzilla Fan Freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you have not already. Atomic Blast and smash that like button, the notification bell. Don't forget to like and follow, getting my words twisted, like and follow Godzilla Fan Freaks over on Facebook and Instagram. That way you don't miss anything going on, any updates and stuff like that. I'm hoping to announce Tucson Kaiju Festival 2024 for next year, either at the end of this year or beginning of next year sometime. So, and of course, stay tuned for a box day from the Godzilla store later today, since it didn't show up during the stream. So I'll be doing that whenever my mail decides to show up. It's probably going to show up before I go see -1 again tonight with my wife and my dad. But going to have a good time tonight. If you guys go see Godzilla -1 this weekend or whatever you do, enjoy it. You are in for a treat. And stay Big G fans. Everyone's saying their goodbyes. Heck yeah. Les, Smog Monster is better than anything on camera after it. Hedra forever. Les, yes, Smog Monster. Love, let's go. All right. And then not you, Leslie. Says Chris. Oh, man. All right, you guys. Thank you all so much. Kaiju Chill Clock, episode 54. Godzilla Fan Freaks. That's a wrap. We'll catch you guys later.